students. So let us discuss some examples regarding inverse trigonometric function. So first of all, we find the principal value of the some inverse trigonometric angle. So by solving this example, let us consider let sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to y. So the sine inverse function is shifted to right hand side, then it will become standard trigonometric function. That's why. So sine y is equal to 1 divided by 2. So 1 divided by keep as it is. Then sine inverse function shifted to this side. Sine inverse become sine. So sine y is equal to 1 divided by 2. Okay. We know that the principal value of the principal branch value of sine inverse is closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. So sin y equal to 1 by 2, in which angle the value of sin y is 1 by 2. So already we know that the angle measurement of standard trigonometric function, by using that sin in which angle the value is 1 by 2. So here we know that already sin pi divided by 6 is equal to 1 divided by 2. The value of sin 30 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. Is clear that? So this implies that, so keep pi by 6 as it is. So sine function shifted to right hand side, same it will be, the sine function become sine inverse. So sine inverse of 1 divided by 2 is equal to pi divided by 6. Is clear that? The sine function become sine inverse. So the principal value of sine inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. What is that? The principal value is pi divided by 6. Okay, very easy example, students. Let me explain once again. Sine inverse of 1 by 2 equal, let's take y. So sine y is equal to 1 by 2, keep as it is. So we know that the principal branch value of sine inverse function is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So in sine in which angle the value is 1 by 2. So I can write sine pi by 6 equal to 1 by 2. This implies that sine function is shifted to right hand side. So sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. So this pi by 6 is said to be the principal value of sine inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. So this is positive angle, students. So note on this example. Okay. And next, I can take another example. As a inverse trigonometric function with a negative angle. So what is that? Cos inverse of minus 1 divided by root 2 I can take. Okay. First we will concentrate on principal value branch. Is clear that? So students, same as, let us consider cos inverse of minus 1 divided by root 2 is equal to y. Then again same as it is, cos inverse function shifted to right hand side. So cos y is equal to minus 1 divided by root 2, or cos y is equal to minus, in which angle, or cos y is equal to minus 1 divided by root 2, and keep as it is. So in which angle the value of cos y, we find the value of cos y. Okay, students, see that in which angle the value of cos is 1 divided by root 2. So here I can take this is cos of, what is that? 1 by root is nothing but pi divided by 4. So here that is equal to, we find the value of y. So here this is equal to cos of pi minus pi by 4. Is it right? Because cos of pi minus pi by 4 is nothing but cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Is clear that? So that is nothing but cos y is equal to cos 4 pi minus pi is cos 3 pi by 4. Okay, same as it is. We know that the principal branch value of cos inverse is closed interval 0 to pi. So students, clear that? So this is negative angle. The negative angle we can convert it into positive angle by using cos of 180 minus theta. Is clear that? So thus cos inverse of what is that angle? Minus 1 by root 2 is equal to 3 pi divided by 4. Cos inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to this angle. Is clear that? So next, this is principal value of this function. So students, this is very lengthy process. Okay, this is very lengthy process. So this is only 1 mark question. So by using next, there are some properties are there in inverse trigonometric functions. By using that property, these examples are very easy. Then one step examples. So let me take some of the homework for you people. So first one, HW, you do that. First one, cos inverse of 1, and second one, tan inverse of root 3 or minus root 3, and third one, sec inverse of 1, minus 1, sec inverse of minus 1. So students, please try these examples. So this is a very lengthy process. So I tell some very easy method, but we discuss some properties of the, by using properties of the inverse trigonometric function, we solve this example very easily. Okay, so for that we'll discuss some standard inverse trigonometric properties. So this properties having 3 example or 3 properties. Once that having 3 properties, I can solve 1 property and you people solve 2 properties. Okay, so first properties. So in that first one in that, sin inverse of 1 by x is equal to cosec inverse x for all x belongs to its range domain minus 1 to 1, and in that second one, cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to sec inverse of x. So for all x, mod x is greater than or equal to 1. Is clear that? And third one, tan inverse of 1 by x is equal to cot inverse of x. For all x belongs to real number, so its range is real number. So in these 3 properties, I can solve 1 property. Is clear that? Either first, either second or third. Okay, so I can solve second one. Let us take sec inverse of x is equal to y. Let us take sec inverse of x equal to, very easy properties these are. So x is equal to, sec inverse is shifted to right hand side, it becomes standard sec function, that is sec y. Okay, so reciprocal this step, then we'll give 1 divided by x is equal to 1 divided by sec y. Keep 1 by x as it is. So this is cos y. Is clear that? Then this implies that this step. So the cos function shifted to left hand side. This will become cos inverse. Cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to y. So put the value of y. What is your y? Sec inverse x. So cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to sec inverse of x is your property. Okay, this is very easy and 2 marks question. Let me explain once again. Let sec inverse of x equal to, we consider y by using inverse trigonometric function. Keep x as it is. Sec inverse shifted to that side. So this become sec y. So students, reciprocal this step, 1 by x is equal to 1 divided by sec y. Or 1 by x is nothing, 1 by sec is nothing but cos. So the cos function is shifted to left hand side. It will become inverse function, that is cos inverse of 1 by x equal to y. So put the value of y. What is your y? Sec inverse x. So cos inverse of 1 by x is equal to sec inverse of x. So this is the property. So I can solve this property. These two are your example. This is your homework and this is also your homework. Now this is the first property of inverse trigonometric function. Okay. Let us consider next. So note down this and do over this. Okay. Next, second property, I can say that how to find principal value. Previous example we consider that. So this property is very useful in that example. Okay. Property set 2. Property set 2. In that first one, sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. Direct answer this is. Sine inverse of minus x equal to minus sine inverse x for all x belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1, same as it's related to this one. That is tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse of x for all x belongs to R. And same this related to sine. Third one, what is that? Cosec inverse of minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse x. Minus cosec inverse x for all x is greater than or equal to 1. For all x is greater than or equal to 1. Students, these three are very important. These are sine inverse of minus x. So tan is related to sine inverse, cosec is related to sine inverse. These three are one set. Then another cos inverse, sec inverse, cot inverse are one set. Okay, these are standard result. So by using this property, we can directly tell the principal value. Okay. So in this example, I can solve one more. What is that? I can solve second one, tan inverse of minus x. Okay. Second example. Say, let us consider tan inverse of minus x is equal to y. Tan inverse of minus x is equal to y, or minus x is equal to tan y. Minus x is equal to tan y, or x is equal to minus tan y. X is equal to minus tan y. We know that. Keep as it is. So what is the range of tan inverse is closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. We know that. So that means the tan inverse including negative value as well as positive value. That's why. So x is equal to tan of minus y by quadrantal rule. Okay, in fourth quadrant, tan of minus x is equal to minus tan x is nothing but tan of minus y equal to minus tan y. Okay, So tan is shifted to same as it is left hand side. The tan function become tan inverse. So tan inverse of x is equal to minus y, or tan inverse of x is equal to, what is the value of y? What is the value of y? Minus tan inverse of x. Minus as it is, y is nothing but tan inverse of minus x. Okay, one step shifted this shifted to left hand side, then right hand side. This will become last step. This function tan inverse of minus x this side, that is equal to minus as it is. This function is shifted to that side, that is tan inverse of x. Okay, this is time the result, very important result. So let me explain once again. Tan inverse of minus x is equal to, let us take y. So minus x equal to tan y. X is equal to minus sign, that is minus tan y. So by quadrantal rule, so tan inverse function having positive value as well as negative value. That's why x is equal to tan of minus y. Tan of minus y is nothing but minus tan y. Okay, the tan function shifted to left hand side, it will become inverse trigonometric function, that is tan inverse of x is equal to minus y, or tan inverse of x equal to minus, what is the value of y? Tan inverse of minus x. So what is our result? Tan inverse of minus x equal to minus tan sub x. So shift that minus to this side. That's all. Tan inverse of minus x equal to minus tan inverse of x. Students, this is the property, very important property. So I can solve second one property. So third one is your homework and first one is also your homework. If is there any doubt, if is there any doubt, ask me. Okay, note down this example, and these are two homeworks. Okay. Next, one more set is there in that third one. What is that? First one, cos inverse of minus x equal to pi minus cos inverse x for all x belongs to minus 1 to 1, as it is said. And second one, cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse of x for all x belongs to R. And third one, lastly, what is that? Sec inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus sec inverse x for all x mod x is greater than equal to 1. Mod x is greater than equal to 1. So see that, students, sin inverse of minus x, tan inverse of minus x, cosec inverse of minus x are minus of that angles. But cos inverse of minus x, cot inverse of minus x. So cot inverse of minus x is related to cos inverse, sec inverse is related to cos inverse. These are three sets are okay. Pi minus, pi minus, pi minus, that. Okay, students, I can solve one in this example. So let me solve first one. Okay, let us consider first one. Let us consider cos inverse of minus x is equal to y. Same procedure. Okay. So next, minus x is equal to cos y, shifted to right hand side, or x equal to minus cos y. Student, see that this is very important. We know that the range of cos inverse is, what is that? 0 to pi. The range of cos inverse is 0 to pi. That means our cos value is lies between only positive value, but this is negative. That's why I take x is equal to cos of pi minus y. Is it right? Cos of 180 minus theta is nothing but minus cos theta. Cos of 180 minus y is minus cos y. Okay. So then cos shifted to this side. cos inverse of x is equal to pi minus y. Cos inverse of x is equal to pi minus, what is the value of y? Cos inverse of minus x. Cos inverse of minus x. Okay, so what is our result? Cos inverse of minus x equal to pi minus cos inverse of x. So that means just interchange. So this function become cos inverse of minus x, keep as it is, pi minus this function shifted to right hand side, that is cos inverse of x. Cos inverse of x. So that's right. What is the difference? Cos inverse of x, cos inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse are having only positive principal value branches. It's 0 to pi positive. This is open bracket 0 to pi, that is also positive range. This is close bracket 0 to pi except pi by 2, this is also positive range. But in these three angles, the principal value branches are positive as well as negative. That's why negative of that value is negative. In this negative of this value is pi minus negative of that angle. Is clear there? Let me explain once again. See that. Cos inverse of minus x equal to y. Let us take. So minus x keep as it is. Cos inverse is shifted to that side is nothing but cos y. So x is equal to minus cos y. So already we know that the range of principal value of cos inverse is closed interval 0 to pi having only positive ranges. That's why we take the minus sign to in x is equal to cos of pi minus y. Cos of 180 minus y is nothing but minus cos y. So that's why then cos is shifted to right hand side, keep as the same procedure in all the properties. Same cases. So cos inverse of x equal to pi minus y. For the value of y, what is your y? Cos inverse of minus x. Okay. Cos inverse of minus x equal to pi minus cos inverse of minus x. But what we have to do? What we have to do that? Cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Students, this is clear there? Okay. So that's why property 2, property 3 are very important. Very important for solving principal values. Principal values. Directly. So previous I can take one example. Sin inverse of or cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2. Okay. Cos inverse of minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So directly by using this property, cos inverse of minus x is nothing but pi minus cos inverse of x. Same. Pi minus cos inverse of x is nothing but 1 by root 2. Pi minus cos inverse of 1 by root 2 is nothing but cos inverse of 1 by 2. In which angle the value of cos is 1 by root 2? Pi by 4. That is pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4 is 3 pi by 4. Same answer. Direct answer. Is clear there, students? This is very important properties. Let me know that. So these are the properties. Then remaining properties are we'll discuss in next class. Okay. Note down all the notes and your homeworks are in this as it is. Second one and third one are also homeworks. Is clear there? Okay. Thank you, students.